Hello, hello! Welcome to another video for City of Heroes, or in this case, it's City of Villains. For this, I'm going to do a solo run of the weekly Strikeforce here, Operative Renault, aka the Leviathan Strikeforce. Why am I going to solo it? I've done it before. So why not go for it again? On different alts, of course. Yeah. But, this is not a defeat all mission, and if a mission is not a defeat all, the best advice I have for this is don't make it into a defeat all. There is something to be said for just being able to stealthily ghost your way through a mission and not have to fight a battle that you don't have to. If you can avoid a fight, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe your XP and influence won't rise as fast, but then again, so what? Oh, look at that. It's Agent Jenkins. This guy always has a tendency to rush in and get captured. And yes, he is indeed named in honor of the Leroy Jenkins. If you don't remember that or not sure what Leroy Jenkins is, just Google, YouTube, keywords Leroy Jenkins. Freeing him was not really necessary, but and I'll happily leave him behind. He is not quintessential in the slightest to the completion of this mission. Other players might find a use for him. Like if I was trying this with a controller or a weaker AT class like that, like maybe even a Sentinel, then I'd have Please note, I have nothing against those ATs per se. They may not be at the top of my favorite list, but I have nothing overwhelmingly personal against them. It's just a simple statement of fact. Their power levels are not quite as high as, say, Brute, Tank, Scrapper. And of course, Barracuda's gotta be aggressive and pick fights. But that's okay. Oh, the whiff, once again. A fully charged energy transfer. I go for a face punch, and it misses. A point-blank punch in the face, and it misses. Yay. You just gotta love that hard-coded chance to miss on any attack. One time I was even doing the burning building event in Steel Canyon, and I shoot my fire extinguisher at a fire, and it missed. It's like, really? It's like, seriously. Okay, so we got her to the glowy, and we don't need to fight anymore. So we're out of here. You want to pronounce it? Tomato, tomato. I'm gonna head over to the Agincourt sector that I've got right over here marked on the map. This is just a street sweep, so mission transport will do you no good. Also, if memory serves, way back on live in the old days, it used to be defeat 10 and then it would flip and say defeat 10 again. Now it looks like it's been adjusted a bit. Also, I've run this recently, and I do remember on live there were some other missions that were taken out or otherwise streamlined and modified. And I do remember back on live in the old days, this Strikeforce had a few, we'll just say, clunky components that had to be streamlined. And I remember on live they did some streamlining before the lights went out. So that's good. Might want to double check the old Paragon, the classic one, not the ultimate one. But I'm confident that they did streamline the Strikeforce a bit before the lights went out and after, which is good, because I do remember that Silver Mantis was always fine. It didn't really need any streamlining. Neither did the Terracross SF and Cap. And even the Ice Mistral Strikeforce and St. Mart didn't really need any tune-ups. And having recently run them, I'm pretty confident that they're virtually the same on live, maybe a few minor adjustments. This was the one, though, back on live. Definitely was. And that's a good thing. Okay, that's 10. 10 more. Also, this level cap's at 30. But per the rule of 5, that's been in existence since live in this game, I actually have access to my powers and slots up to level 35. So I'm basically level 30 plus. Ooh, might as well take this guy out. That'll give me a notch on a gladiator badge. Yeah, wipe out 300 of those and you get a gladiator badge for the arena. Okay, that's a boss, and he's purple colored, so he's a little bit above me, so... Like I said, if you can avoid a fight, feel free. I know I could take him out, but it would take a while. It's far more efficient to get the yellow, orange, and white colored ones. Another one. Yeah, the longbow over here in Agincourt are definitely on par with your character's power level. That's okay. No. Always strategically pick your opponents in any fight situation. Can avoid the fight, that's always fine too. There is absolutely no shame in that. And the old phrase, live, get stronger, fight another day. And when it comes time for a fight, try to always make sure it's on your terms. I am, of course, the game. I am not making any allegorical references to real life. I'm simply speaking of the game. Okay, let's tap this guy out here. And out. Okay, get a little altitude here. If you ever want to spend a few moments to read this, feel free to pause the video playback. Okay. Info on the coral key to Sharkhead. One moment. Ah, there we are. All hail mission transporter. It does have its benefits. Okay, this is not a clear all, and I'm not going to turn it into one. When you see something like that on the ground, these runes, try to avoid them. If you set them off or try to destroy them, you might be spawning some ambushes. another whiff. Energy transfer whiffed again. You gotta love it. Hard-coded 5% chance to miss on all attacks, and it struck that many times in the fight. Unbelievable. Aha! Trigger the right glowy, and look who's here. That's better. Yeah. Little pro tip: when you are building a character with energy melee, endeavor to incorporate a stun IO enhancer into your attacks, all of them. Especially energy transfer. That way you can really ring the bell. Here's the next wave. She's out. Third wave coming up. Ah, Corallax. You'll be seeing these Corallax in a little bit less. And if you defeat a bunch of them, you will get the Gladiator badge. This Strikeforce is actually a good way to complete that badge. Right there. Defeat 100 Corallax to get that badge. I suspect by the end of the Strikeforce, I will have that. Okay, let's see where we're at next. Back to Nerva for another street sweep. It's on my Lost Bosses badge. Here we are. This is also another part of the Strikeforce where you defeat 10, and then you suddenly got to defeat 10 more. So this is a part of the Strikeforce that could be tuned up. It's either just say defeat 20, like the other part of it did, or just defeat 10 and then call it good, move on to your next objective. It seems rather silly to have it where it's defeat 10 and all of a sudden, hey, while you're at it, defeat 10 more. Ugh. If I wanted to street sweep for the mob boss badges, I could find some good targets here. But oh well. Not the objective. Okay. Okay. Somewhere in the base is a hero named Shockstorm, and there's going to be some ambushes as well. Judging by the map, I'm pretty confident he's going to be in this area. Okay, let's see where we're at. Okay. Once again, back to Mercy Island. And it's a talkie mission, so mission transporter won't work. Moment, please. Yep, nothing like long-range teleport. Again, pause the video if you need to read all the dialogue. Here we're looking for a big totem named Garbu. If you're playing this with a full team, you would have totems everywhere on this map. And he can spawn anywhere. So the real trick is finding him. There he is. That's good. Search the whole map. Okay, so Ghost Widow's happy. Please. Okay. Good old team transport to get back to here. One of the crates is the crate that we need. It'll trigger the ambushes, and among the ambushes will be Barracuda. Question is, which crate? Oh, way to find out is to... But judging by the map layout, bingo. She's an AV. Oh no. How about that? I just stunned an AV. But since she's an AV, she might shrug it off fairly quickly. Okay, this is it. Okay, entering final mission. Defeating Barracuda didn't count as a tick on that Coralax Gladiator badge. How about that? Oh well. I'm quite confident we're gonna see that Gladiator badge register after this. Notation. You don't need to fight the Coralax on your way to the final boss room, but since I am also wanting to finish off that Gladiator badge, that's why I'm doing this. idea is strategically to wipe out the majority, if not all, the Coralax in here without aggroing the boss. Once that guy drops, the Leviathan Hive opens, and you gotta deal with that. the Leviathan has been opened. Basically, the best place I've always found to stand is right here. Now, for the rest of the Strikeforce, it's simply a matter of dotting his I. Coralax ambushes will appear, so not worry about that. I suspect they're still fighting the geysers down there. But you can't really control them. Oh, wait, no. There was. See my black scorpion. Not my fastest time, but a good time nonetheless. Always fun to knock out a Strikeforce. Okay, got the hybrid badge for knocking out 100 Coralax, so that's the Coralax hybrid badge. Should go Gladiator with Arena. And Leviathan for finishing the Strikeforce. So, not too shabby. Again, not my fastest time, but yeah, that's okay. Not doing it for speed, just doing it for the win. And it definitely does leave me in stitches. That fold space just wasn't required. Oh, you also got a Coralax Amulet Temp Power where you can summon up help, but it's only good for 2 days of in-game time. So, yeah. This is from the other mission. Without that too. Okay, well, hope you enjoyed the vid. See you on the next one. And hey, don't forget, every once in a while, turn your computer off and go outside and play, because reality is what is real. See you around on the next video.